right, we're joined with junior Gabby Gladieux. We'll start with questions.
All right, Gabby, heading into last regular season meet this week at Michigan, just talk about, what it's like going into that and goals and preparation for that.
Yeah, obviously a lot of us have competed at Michigan before. We were at regionals with them last year, so I think it's nice to go into an arena that you're familiar with. But I think our approach and our mission stays the same, just to focus on what we can control and to have a good meet so we can set ourselves up for postseason.
When it comes to just that mindset of being now, you're down to right there at the end of the calendar and crunch time and all that, how does the mentality shift from, say, January based on just what you guys have learned and been through throughout the course of the full year?
Yeah, obviously this team has had to handle some adversity, a lot of tough losses, but we're resilient in that. So I think, like I said, the approach doesn't change. We come into the gym, we work hard, we get half-tenths better, and we focus on the goals that we have for the rest of the season.
What's it going to take for you to get over that 10 line on floor? You're running a nice little streak of 9.95 and up.
Yeah, I think for me it's just taking it one pass at a time. It's just a reflection of my training and just kind of doing what I do every day and transferring it to the competition floor. I can't control what the judges say, but just continuing to do my job is all that I can do.
I want to say Coach gave you all the back-to-back meets this weekend to, prepare for postseason. What can you guys learn, from that quick turnaround going into this weekend?
Yeah, obviously, so that's the exact regional format that we're going to face. But I think it's really good to know that your body's going to need that day in the middle for a lot of rest. So I think it's really important to get your body in that routine, that it's a really quick turnaround, but it's more of a mental game, if anything. This is a long season, and practice and training and preseason has prepared our bodies to withstand that. But it's just really important to remember that day in the middle is really important.
And do y'all feel any pressure, coming down with the final spot in the SECs going into the last meet? Is there any pressure there?
I mean, there's always pressure, I think, throughout the whole season. But like I said, all we can do is control what we can control. We can't control what any other teams are scoring or what happens. I think the key for us is just to focus on Michigan. That's the next task at hand. Postseason's going to come when it comes. But right now, we're just dialed in at Michigan.
You mentioned the team has dealt with adversity and things like that this season. How does that prepare you to deal with any pressure, like she mentioned in her question? Does that lessen it any?
It definitely helps, but it teaches us resilience and grit. And I think this team has had to claw through a lot of tough times, a lot of tough losses, but that has showed us that we do our best when our back's against the wall and we have a lot of doubters. And so I think this team has performed well under pressure in that sense.